Hello guys, this is Viking Lover, and today I will show you guys how you can increase the performance in Battlefield 5 without killing the visual effects. So let's get started. So before I start, I want to let you guys know that this video will not guarantee you at least 100 frames per second or 200. You definitely will need to upgrade a computer if it's really old. However, this video should at least guarantee you 30 to 40 if you fine tune some settings and update a certain drivers, which I will show you now. So the first thing you need to do is update your video card drivers. In order to do so, you need to find out what video card you're running first. So in my case, I'm running an NVIDIA GTX 970. So I went to NVIDIA GeForce website and I went into their driver settings or drivers page, and from there I pulled up my graphics card, and there you can start a search. Over here it'll show you the latest driver that you need. So in my case, there's 416.81 latest driver available for download. So in order to check if you do need a latest driver, you can go down to NVIDIA settings and go to system information. Over here you will see the driver version that you currently have. So in my case I have 416.34. So therefore I will need an update done, which I will do right after this video. So doing this alone should guarantee you at least 15 frames per second, because there's always going to be driver updates for your GPU at least once every 2 weeks. So definitely keep an eye on this. So the second thing you can do to increase your FPS is by unparking your CPU cores. So a lot of people don't know what this is. So this thing right here is very useful if you're running an older processor with hyperthreads, like older i3s, i5s, or even older i7s. So what this does is it wakes up your idle cores to be utilized for gaming. So certain games want to use more CPU cores, and some of your processors might have set your CPU cores to idle, and this app will basically unpark those CPU cores. So in order to do this, you need to download a program which will do that for you. So just go to Google and type unpark CPU cores. Here you can go to the first page, first link, and here there's a whole website dedicated to this. As you guys can see, this technique here was released back in March 2011. So it's nothing new. It's very old. Just some people don't know about this, and especially for people like Windows 7, um, you know, this will be really useful. So if you want more information, if you guys are scared to download such a program that messes with your CPU, I would highly recommend you guys just read this whole thread. And this website shows you how this whole program works. And this has definitely given me at least 20 frames per second boost. So definitely go through the site and check it out. Alright guys, so I'm in game now, and I will show you guys what settings you can change and fine tune to achieve the most frames per second without sacrificing the visual effects. First things first, you want to go into basic video settings, and over here you want to change the screen resolution to the highest hertz that it will go to. So by default this will be set to the lowest hertz. So in most cases, a lot of gamers have at least 144 hertz monitor or 120 hertz monitor. So you want to change it to 120 hertz, 144 hertz, or higher, depending on what you have. And the second option here is motion blur. You want to set this to 0% in order to get rid of the blur that you get when you sway your mouse. And the third option here in basic video option is film grain. Film grain will get rid of this little dots that appear on your screen, like pixelated dots. So I keep this off so my game looks a lot prettier. So there's not a lot you can change over here in basic settings, so let's move on to the advanced settings. So here I prefer keeping everything to the lowest, just so I can see everything better. However, most of you want the game to look pretty, so I will show you guys how to keep it pretty without sacrificing a lot of frames for it. So the three options that you can keep at ultra is texture, effects, and mesh quality. So these three settings, I've done a lot of trial and error with these settings, and I've found out that keeping these three at ultra, I'll show you exactly what you need to do. So keep this to ultra, keep this to ultra, and keep this to ultra. keeping these three to ultra will still make your game look a lot prettier, keep those textures, keep those effects, and by keeping everything else too low will make sure you get the most frames, because things like anti-aliasing, ambient occlusion will kill your frames, and especially things like terrain, because with terrain kept to ultra or high, this will show more leaves, more dirt on the mountains and hills and stuff and rocks. It shows more detail on that, and you can use this to your advantage sometimes, because if there's someone hiding behind a hill or something, you can see them better by putting this option to low. So that's it for today. That's all you can do here in order to increase your frames. So just mess around with this, see what works the best for you. Um, but definitely increasing those three will give you the best visual effects without killing your frames. So, Viking Lover, till next time, please subscribe to the channel and like my video.